Hey friends, it's your old buddy, the Tenderloin guy, and we're on tour this weekend down in Metamora, Indiana, which is one of my favorite places in the entire world. We're down here a lot, and we're here with Bev Spurlin, owner of The Earth, restaurant, cafe, and gift shop.
Yes.
Bev, thanks for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, tell us a little bit about Of The Earth.
Of the Earth is a concept that I kind of came up with to really sort of highlight products that are natural, things that are sourced from, wild crafting, herbs and things that I grow. I do purchase some things that I can't source locally, but I make soap, lotion, other skincare products. I got a facial line, lip balm, and herbal salves primarily for the things that I make and sell in the shop.
So Metamora, Indiana is called Indiana's Canal Town. It's in extreme southeastern Indiana, Franklin County. The Whitewater Canal runs right through here. 1850s canal town. Why did you choose Metamora to open this shop?
Well, Metamora I've always had a connection with since early childhood. I remember the first time I came was with my sister, my younger sister. We were probably around 8 years old, and our grandparents brought us to town for the Christmas walk. And I just remember all of the lights, Christmas lights all over town, the luminaries, and it was magical.
Christmas walk in Metamora absolutely is magical. If you've never experienced it, make plans to come down this year or any year at Christmas. You will not be sorry.
Absolutely.
So we've got some items from your gift shop here today. So tell us what you have with us today.
Well, I guess the product that kind of started everything off is our bar soap. I started making this in 2014. It is a blend of coconut oils. The base recipe, I guess, is coconut oil, olive oil, and sunflower oil. And it's a lye soap. It's made the old-fashioned way by adding lye and oils together, which when you emulsify it undergoes a chemical reaction called saponification, and then you end up with soap. Bar soap is a product of several years of trial and error. I started out just making very basic, no scents added, no colors. I've since started doing, some designs. This gets its color from indigo powder and some red clay, which makes the purple, and then the green is spirulina powder. And then it's scented with all natural essential oils. So this particular one's lavender and eucalyptus.
So it sounds like there's some science involved in making.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like I said, chemical process. The measurements have to be precise, so everything's measured in weight instead of liquid ounces.
Right. So that's awesome. One of the things I love about Metamora is there are a lot of folks coming in down here who are doing things the traditional old-fashioned way, like making soap and other things. So what else do you have with us here
Well,
today?
my other probably product line that I'm most proud of is my facial care products. So what I have here is an oil cleanser. This oil cleanser is, you use it by something called oil cleansing method, which sounds a little bit counterintuitive, I guess, but oil, like attracts like. So oil will attract other oil on your skin. You use it by applying it and then using a very hot washcloth to kind of steam the dirt and oil and the trapped impurities in your skin. Then I have a moisturizing serum that you follow up with, so you're not removing too much of the good oil on your skin. And again, this is made with oils that are infused with things like hibiscus, which hibiscus is one of the products, they kind of call it nature's Botox, because it kind of plumps up your fine lines and makes them appear less obvious. Also kind of lightens your skin, so if you have some dark skin patches or red patches, it kind of helps lighten that up a little bit. And then I follow up with that. This is my routine. I use these products myself. A hibiscus hyaluronic acid serum, which kind of provides a matrix, I guess, of protection. It's hydrating, so it just kind of seals everything in,
Right.
and makes your skin really smooth and kind of glow. So those are my products that I'm probably the most proud of.
Awesome. Well, let me say that Holly and I use of the Earth products. We use a lot of your different products. Holly uses shampoo, facial cleanser, soap. You have a pain relief salve that I use.
Yes.
That I just swear by. I have chronic neck issues, and it's the first thing I found that really gives me some relief. So
That's great, yeah. And I've heard that my mom uses it for her hands that have arthritis. And those products are also, I'm really proud of those too, because those are all my own formulas. I've done a lot of research and also just trial and error again. So, you know, when you buy these products, when you buy locally, you are supporting someone who has really spent a lot of time and effort, and it's their passion. So, you know, we're really excited to be a small business owner and support the community, because the community has really been supportive of us too.
awesome. Well, before we move on to the cafe and a couple of other things, if folks wanted to buy these products, how can they find out about you when you're open? Are they available to order online?
They are. We have a Facebook page, and our skincare line is known as Benevolent Sun Botanicals. So the business itself is Of the Earth, the shop and the cafe. The skincare line is Benevolent Sun Botanicals, and we have a website also, and it's www.benevolent-sun.com. So we do get a lot of orders online and get those shipped out. Some of the products we do make to order. The soap has to cure, so we don't make the soap to order. But you're getting really fresh products a lot of times. When we get orders come in, we sometimes make those to order too.
Okay, and I will put a link down in the show description so you can just click on that and go straight to their website. So it's obvious you have a love for Metamora. I wanted to ask you, why should people visit this town?
Oh gosh, this is such a unique little town. It's not very big. You can walk from one side to the other in about 10 minutes, and that's not even walking fast. But that 10-minute walk, you're going to see Indiana history. You're going to see, you know, different modes of transportation that were used in the mid-1800s. You're going to see buildings that were built in that time period, and they have little placards on the buildings to tell,
Right.
you know, what they were originally used for. And then the small businesses. There's just a variety of different businesses, different little cafes and restaurants and bistros. I mean, you can literally spend days here talking to the people. We have a walking trail if you like nature, and it goes from Metamora to all the way to Laurel, and then the other trailhead is going to end up in Brookville. They're working on that right now. So just so much to see and do. There's no reason not to visit Metamora.
That's right, that's right. We actually walked the trail this morning, and it's called the Whitewater Canal Trail. I also will put a link to that in the show description. Let's talk about your cafe for a moment.
Okay.
So tell us about the cafe.
Well, the cafe is, that's always been a dream of mine since I was a teenager probably. I always wanted my parents to open up a little restaurant in Glenwood, where we're from. We never did that.
Right.
I mean, for obvious, it's a lot of work. It's
Right.
a big expense. But I never kind of gave up on that dream. So when this building, the opportunity presented itself to purchase this building, and it has a wonderful commercial kitchen. Originally, the thought was that this would be a place to make the soap and lotion, and I was making it at our home at the time, and the soap business was kind of encroaching on our personal lives to the point where my husband said, we've got to figure out
Right.
something else. There's soap everywhere. And so we bought this, and with the intention of just using the kitchen to do the soap and
Right.
lotions, which we do during the week. During
Right.
the evenings, I come down and make soap. We don't make soap while we're open for business.
Right.
But we decided that we were going to try our hand at food service. Never done it before, other than working as a teenager in a restaurant. And so we're using a lot of family recipes, other recipes that I've developed, in between, serving people, and
Right.
kind of just have a little bit of a pulse on the community about what they are enjoying and what they like to eat. So it's been fun.
And she has some unique dishes. For example, this weekend you have a butternut squash
Yes.
soup,
Yes.
which you very seldom see, and it is just amazing.
Thank you.
And I have got to mention, this weekend you're serving breaded tenderloin sandwiches.
We are serving breaded tenderloin sandwiches.
And they are amazing. What are some of your other favorite soup sandwiches that you serve? And your menu is kind of a rotating basis, right?
It is. We have some regular menu items. We do a 7-inch pizza, flatbread pizza, and we make the sauces fresh. They're my recipes. We have some sandwiches, it's sort of a deli kind of setup. So we have turkey sandwiches and ham sandwiches. We usually have soups in the fall and winter, so we're just kind of switching over to the fall and winter menu. We have fresh salads. Every weekend we have some sort of specialty salad. And then we usually have some desserts. This weekend we're having our caramel apple pie, which is my recipe. Yeah.
Awesome. So just a couple more questions. I so appreciate you being here with me today.
Absolutely.
Running a small business is a labor of love. It sounds really exciting on the onset, but having owned small businesses, it is a ton of work.
It
It
really
is a
is.
lot of work. What's your favorite thing about owning and running of the earth?
My favorite thing is that our family does this together. My two of my kids are here just about every weekend, John and Alyssa. My older daughter, Kristen, she has 3 very active teens, so she's not able to be here as much as she has in the past. But my granddaughter also, 12-year-old granddaughter Chloe, comes and hangs out and helps out here in the shop. So it is a labor of love. It's our passion. The kids love to be here. We have so much fun in the kitchen. I mean, it's like you said, a lot of hard work, but it's also a lot of laughing and connecting. So that's the thing that's the most important to me.
One of the things I love about Metamora is that it is truly a multi-generational place.
Absolutely.
Because folks my age and older can walk around and see the history and remember a few things. And the teenagers and the young kids can learn about the history that us and our ancestors lived through. So if you get a chance, come down to Metamora, Indiana. It's in Franklin County on Highway 52 between Indianapolis and Cincinnati. I'll put links to your restaurant, and I will also put links to the Metamora, Indiana website. Bev, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Rick. Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you next time.